Hey everybody, so I'm going to talk about Godard's My Life to Live. I will also be analyzing another movie, There Will Be Blood, made in 2007 by Paul Thomas Anderson, a film that uses sound to deepen its narrative. Focusing on the concepts of diegetic and non-diegetic sounds and synchronization, I want to draw on Rick Altman's theories from Sound Theory, Sound Practices, and Andre Bazin's idea from What is Cinema. So in the movie There Will Be Blood, Anderson often blurs the lines between diegetic and non-diegetic sounds in ways that echo the theories about both Altman and Bazin's. One notable scene is when Daniel Plainview, played by Daniel Day-Lewis, drills into the ground, causing the oil to burst forth. The sound of the machinery and the gushing oil and the roaring fire are the diegetic sounds provided from the scene to create a harsh reality that pulls the viewer into a physicality of the moment. These sounds reflect Altman's argument that sound often directs attention to the off-screen spaces, and that was Sound Theory and Sound Practice, page 37, adding an unseen layer of danger. For example, during the scene where an oil derrick catches fire, the synchronization of the frantic music and the visuals of the fire growing out of control emphasizes the destruction, amplifying chaos and danger of the scene. Not enough talking about Will Be Blood. I want to compare this to My Life to Live. We both see films that use the sound to deepen narratives in different ways. So Godard's use of diegetic sound reflects Altman's argument that sound often more than just supports the image, it can reframe our understanding of a scene. For example, in the cafe scene where Nana listens to a jukebox, the diegetic music is how we interpret her emotions at state. I think where Godard uses that, it makes us morph into a more like actuality of Nana's mental isolation. And I think that emphasizes more and brings in the audience more. Because although she is physically in a crowded space, the focus is more on the internal world shaped by the song. This moment embodies Altman's theory, especially diegetic sound can blur the lines between on-screen and off-screen. Bazin believes that sound is an authentic representation of the world, just like I mentioned the cafe scene. With the subtle diegetic sound, I believe that reflects Bazin's idea of a cinema that mirrors reality, allowing sound to complete the picture rather than actually dominate it. I know that Jaws was mentioned early before, and I believe that also relates to Altman's sound practice, just because it synchronizes the characters and it puts us in a world where sharks are present throughout the whole film. In the movie, the shark's theme is synchronized so well that we get a visual anticipation of danger that even when the shark is invisible, the sound alone heightens its tension. And that's one of the things that I really do admire about Jaws is how much tense that I feel when I'm watching it because of the classic song. In conclusion, Godard's My Life to Live and Spielberg's Jaws utilizes sound in ways that align with theories of Altman and Bazin, as what I mentioned before. Godard's distinction between diegetic and non-diegetic sounds adds psychological complexity to the narrative, while Spielberg's use of synchronization in Jaws amplifies tension and realism. These films demonstrate how sound is merely an accompaniment to the visual, but a crucial element in shaping the audience's experience of cinema. That is what I have so far. This is going to be a long video, I already know. I wanted to touch base on most of what I could, so I hope everybody enjoys.